No going back from there. We up and running. Come on. Alright, that's definitely making noise. So, hello, and yeah, welcome back to Joyless Gaming. And I'm going backwards now. This is The Evil Within. Autosave? Yeah, that was from a demo. There was a sale on Steam. It was cheap. There was also a demo available. I didn't enjoy it, but it's cheap. I bought it, and I will mark in the center is barely visible. I mean, it is technically already barely visible, but I want to be able to see things. All right. So yes, this for the weak and fearful. Yeah, we'll give it a go. So I've seen the beginning of the game, because I tried it in the demo. But yes, I figured.
All units, 1199, expedite cover code 3, Beacon Mental Hospital.
184 copy, code 3, ETA 3 minutes.
Copy 184.
Sorry, detectives. I know you're just coming off a case, but I'm afraid we're gonna have to make a detour.
Sounds serious. Is it a riot?
Call went out just before I picked you up. Said it was multiple homicides. Half a dozen units already on scene.
131, please advise.
Hey, maybe it's the ghost of that doctor who went schizo and chopped up all those patients.
That's not what happened. Some patients disappeared. Some kind of scandal?
Still, gives you the creeps, doesn't it?
127, 124, please respond.
Joseph, you think there's a connection?
It's a possibility. I believe the records were sealed.
Anyone on scene, respond.
Dispatch, this is Detective Castellanos in 184. What's the situation? Over.
184, be advised. Some problem reaching out on the scene. Beacon Memorial on Freestone.
Is there any...
God damn it! Jesus!
Junior Detective Kidman. Any thoughts?
Nothing yet. I'm sure we'll know everything once we get there.
Okay. Yeah, that looks a lot smoother now. I didn't realize there was a setting until I looked to put it at 60 frames.
What do you make of it?
Connolly, contact dispatch and let them know what's happening. Joseph, Kidman, you're with me. We're gonna have a look around.
Right.
It's interesting. I lowered the film grain, but I didn't turn it off. But it looks a lot smoother. So maybe they really did intend it to be very grainy. And unfortunately, I didn't find an option for... Oi! Why? Oi! Why is that there? Why can you see my mouse cursor? Why is it not? No. Oh, already having problems, eh? Controls. What the hell happened? When I ran the demo, it worked. Now I can't... What the hell? Well, that's all irrelevant, isn't it? It's not recognizing my mouse at all. The hell? The hell? Well, I basically can't play this now, can I? Oh. Because I've got no mouse. Unless after I get there, it allows me to. I can't turn, I can't look. I've got no mouse control. It's got... Ah, bloody hell. It's worked when I tried the demo.
Smells like blood.
All right, stay sharp. We're gonna check it out. Don't let anyone else through this door.
I can be an extra set of eyes.
We don't know what's happening here. You're a backup.
This is really not good. I can't even look at the scene. This is ridiculous. Why won't it recognize my mouse? That's for a controller anyway. No? Holy shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to quit. I'm going to have to restart the fucking game to see if it's actually going to let me use my fucking mouse. Ah, fucking games. It worked the other week when I tried it as a demo. Then again, the other week when I used it in the demo, I didn't change it to 60 frames. Maybe that's it. Mute, for fuck's sake. No. That's a lot louder than I realized it would be as well. There we go. Bloody hell.
All units, all...
I'm going to turn that volume down. Just a tad. That's more like it. I thought I saw that they were somewhat pressured into adding a letterbox removal option. But I didn't come across one. Did you say something?
No blood or shell casings out here. Smells like blood.
All right, stay sharp.
Alright, that was a false start, but here we go.
We're gonna check it out. Don't let anyone else through this door.
I can be an extra set of eyes.
We don't know what's happening here. You're a backup.
Is that supposed to be floating there? Something tells me it's probably not supposed to be floating there,
Did you hear something?
given that there aren't other things floating around.
Someone alive in here.
Are you injured? What happened here?
Can't be real.
Okay.
Impossible. Ruvik is...
I've got him. The security cameras might tell us something.
They might indeed. Can't be real, eh? Maybe it isn't.
What the hell?
Yeah, it seems that 5 points of volume difference. It's quite noticeable. Or 10 points. I am moving the mouse. Why can't I? I suppose one of the questions I start off with, knowing how things were really going, was the sudden headache and everything when they were approaching in the car, was that when they got pulled into STEM? Or were they already in STEM? It's very drippy in here.
Locked. Shut.
Oh, so you're supposed to fuck up there. Don't wander off at all, in any way, shape or form. And I'm concerned about volume mixing because now it sounds quiet. Don't want to lock the door behind you. The fuck is all that? Alright, so that's the... Oh, I stopped walking, though. Go away, please, Sebastian. Now, even the first game from years ago was having an effect on my video card. It really is dark in here, isn't it? I think I can see why they put all of that film grain on as well, because as dingy as everything looks, when something isn't quite... Well, generally when something is in motion, I remember watching old cartoons, often you'd be able to tell which is the cell that was about to move, because the color and texture quality would be different. So the environment looks different to anything that's moving. So the environment can look dingy and you don't need the film grain, but when things start animating against it, I guess having the film grain there sort of screws with the edges so it doesn't look as smooth or as clean. I don't know if there's any reason to explore too far. Okay, thank you. Room with nothing in it.
Where's the exit?
This game is really fucking dark. It's from R. Huh. What about the knife? The knife things open, you need a gun. Is there some semblance of, like, re-exploring old areas in this game? I was kind of getting the impression that there wasn't, really. But yeah, so even though apparently I heard that they included a thing eventually about turning off the letterboxing, it is how they intended the game to play, the sort of claustrophobic feel. Hard to see anything. Stem. Yeah. Does he come out here?
Can't let him see me.
Yeah, no duh. Oh, so that's just another hiding spot, not a destination. Could you? Yeah. Okay. I managed to sort of, when I was playing the demo version, I managed to just sort of like somehow stumble my way through there.
Can't let him see me.
No fucking shit. think I'm gonna die again. Apparently not. Yeah, just sort of stumble my way through. It's weird. They give you this bottle sort of well beyond where you probably have been spotted. Obviously the idea is you get behind that bench and then you can distract him by throwing the bottle, but... Seeing as you're doing this section quite literally hamstrung. Yeah.
Find myself within darkness twisting me around. There is nothing I can do. And this world doesn't spin. It just turns itself around and around. The night chokes tight in the noose.
Long way down. Yeah, that that with all of the film grain on it highlights how much I've turned it off in the game. Auto sprinting. No? Oh, this is the front door.
Detective! Get in! Get in!
Ooh, spooky.
Hey, where's Joseph? Man, I'm sorry, but you never came out. I'd waited, but... Please, settle down, Leslie.
Settle down, Leslie. Settle down, Leslie. Settle down, Leslie.
Shit! There's no going back.
Shit. Damn it. Are we cut off from everyone?
Everyone must be dead.
Everyone all right back there?
Just a few bumps. We're fine.
Fine. Fine. Fine.
We will be once we're far away.
Fine.
A little further and we'll be fine.
Fine. Fine. Fine. Fine. Fine. Fine. Fine.
Fall! Fall!
Look out!
Fall! Fall! Fall!
Yay, chapter finished. That's a nice tip from Elliot Taxa. Best used as a last resort. Yes, this definitely looks like a hospital with all of the piping on the ceiling and everything, and the piping in the walls with the chain link fence instead of... Yeah. Yes, very hygienic and sanitary. Hello, nurse. I want to see the thing that's beeping at me. Yeah. Okay. I assume that's normal. And now we're in grayscale.
Hello?
Maybe I should turn all that film grain back on.
Anybody there?
Are we awake?
Is everyone else all right? The city?
Whatever are you talking about? You are the only soul here. Right now.
Okay. There's that ominous symbol.
A hospital?
This place is necessary for you. You're always welcome here.
I've been hospitalized?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. Please, sign in here. Without signing in, there is no way to ensure your future memories.
Okay.
This way, please.
Smells like medicine.
Well, that's got to be a good thing, hasn't it, Sebastian?
You are all relax. Please, have a seat.
Yeah, all the pins in my brain. That's a very reassuring symbol.
What the hell?
You mustn't fight it. This is for your own good.
No. Stop.
There now. You see? All better.
Lady, am I going crazy?
Now what makes you say that? I'll be waiting.
Shit. What the hell is going on? Where am I? Kidman, where are you? Connolly!
Yeah, that's the thing I discovered, is that, except for maybe like boss fights, gel does not come from enemies. And it is the only upgrading material that you get. And there's nothing like skills to upgrade, just sort of, you know, accuracy and damage of weapons. Ammo capacities and stuff like that.
Hey!
Well, yes, although my experience with the game was brief, just playing the sort of demo, I didn't even finish, I think it was this chapter, or I didn't even get onto chapter 3, I think. It just seems like it's not generally worth it to engage with enemies. It seems like a waste of resources. Yeah, okay.
My God, Connolly.
Yes, and it just seems like a lot of it's there to sort of shoehorn this, frankly, I think, unnecessary thing about burning bodies. Which I think is largely unnecessary, because if for the most part you're going to find that you're not repeating areas, there's no need to so permanently destroy the enemies, because if you're not going to be coming back through there, you don't need to worry about whether or not they come back, because you won't be dealing with them again either way. Hello. Excuse me, I saw this jar of green goop up here that I Just wanted to pick up.
Hurts! Hurts!
Whoa.
And then there's the traps.
Were you warning me about this? You are Leslie, right? I'm a police officer. Maybe I should help you.
Should help you.
Shit. How am I gonna get you to a hospital?
Hospital. 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 Hospital!
What the fuck?
No, it's what the hell. Yeah, just traps galore and forced stealth and also, well, not I say forced stealth, but it's forced in that this game is kind of designed around it, but it also has a combat system that is just kind of pointless because it's difficult to fully deal with enemies. The fuck was that noise? Yeah, and so what does that really accomplish? Aside from saying, okay, yeah, now it's not going to come back to life, but was it ever going to come back to life? And if it was, couldn't I have just avoided it anyway? Are they supposed to be making that noise, or is that a glitch? Because you can burn other things, can't you? You can set fire to this. Maybe. And for a relatively linear game, I don't know if there's any, you know, value to exploring. Wandering off the beaten path. Unless maybe there's like secrets and stuff or extra story lore. You have to press space to open the door, but it doesn't give you a prompt or an interaction thing. He's freaking the fuck out. Detective, yes.
Shit.
What the? Back here again. I must be losing it.
Yep. Must be. No other possible explanation. One, two, three. Nothing next to mine.
I don't know if that was a bad dream, or this is.
Whatever is the matter?
No, she was just yawning. Can I go back there? Mm-hmm. I can't go there yet. So, can I afford any upgrades with my 1500 gel? So health, 2,000 points to get 2,000 gel to get next. Melee damage, syringe. Whoa! I mean, bloody hell! This is just. You need so much gel. Well, critical chance very useful. I may regret that, but nothing to say. Okay. I'm not even into the real game yet. Still basically in tutorial section. Surely that lets you know if they're going to get up again. Or is that more specific to... I think that's one of the things you need to do with one of the bosses. To prevent the boss from... bosses being able to sort of respawn. If you destroy bodies they might inhabit. Something like that. Maybe. I don't know. It's a lot I don't know, but it's also... yeah. Just a case of... well, there's unfamiliarity, and there's also the fact that I have seen this game played, and I... as I said many times when I played the sequel, that I didn't really like the look of this one in terms of gameplay. Not in terms of as a game. Or, you know, story or characters or visuals or anything like that. Just looked like I wouldn't have fun playing it, and my brief experience with it has sort of affirmed that. And like I said, one of the problems is that there's these, you know, enemies that float around. There's all these ways that you can kill them, but it seems like there is absolutely no incentive to actually do so. Especially in areas that are largely linear.
I don't know where...
Which brings me to the problem I had with Resident Evil 4, which I suspect I may be getting from this game as well, where it's got far too much action for a game that's not got a good action combat system in it. It's like having a bunch of intentionally clunky controls. And then putting a lot of boss fights and shit in the game just doesn't seem like a good idea to me. Well, I guess that was about teaching me the way to destroy enemies contextually. Make them run past a burning thing. You only hold one bottle at a time as well. It's a thing you pick up and then you dispose of it. But yeah, like having a stealth system and like a sneak kill system is frankly done a lot better in the sequel because of the fact that you can upgrade skills and you're incentivized for using them because the enemies give you the means to upgrade. Whereas gel doesn't come from enemies in this game except from bosses, I think. And even then, it's not like it's the boss so much as it's like you've beaten the boss, so therefore game rewards you with a bunch of gel. Drop my bottle. Did you move? No, just physics. Pick it up, Sebastian. Place to hide, you say? And then, yeah, you've got the traps. They're to fuck you up and to slow you down.
I feel like I'm being pulled just looking at it.
I'm gonna have to get onto upgrading my stamina as soon as I can as well. Yeah, this is what I mean, is that one of the things to, I guess, to investigate is if there are things floating around that are worth taking out enemies for. Ah, is that you have to aim it. And then... Yeah, there we go. Now this is about as far as I got, like this area is about as far as I got when I played the demo version. I didn't actually come into this building. That's not a thing I can read? Really fucking dark, isn't it? Okay. I really thought that was... going to be an enemy to fight. Thought I heard something in here. Map fragment. Oh, okay, that's sort of the secret-y stuff, is it? Oh, he saw me come in here. Well, I'm pretty sure if his head exploded, he shouldn't be getting back up. Right? So that was the thing that made the noise. Oh. It's another one of those locker keys. Okay. Okay, so... I remember there being more traps. Bear traps and shit too, so... In. It really just sort of seems like the reward to dealing with enemies is being able to explore unmolested, but then there's traps and shit. Are there secrets under these things that you can burn? Like hay bales and everything like that? But from what I understand, light does attract enemies in this game, doesn't in the sequel. They're not at all bothered by you having your light on. See, being able to come up behind him through that door would be very helpful. But, oh, I got gel out of him. I guess it's just a random thing then. Not necessarily a given. Maybe a reason to burn this? I want to sneak up on this guy and burn him. Although if I can sneak up on him, I don't need to burn him, I guess. I suppose as a counterpoint to them not having great incentive to like, just kill them. No, it's definitely at the other end, isn't it? Right, well, I'm going to deal with this trap. There's a bottle. Does that replace the torch? Yes, it does. I would rather the torch, thank you. Hide under the bed. Another bottle. Ah, that's this part of the... Oh, I could have actually just snuck through the house up on the other guy as well. Yeah, very slow going, but this is because I'm sort of tediously exploring. And perhaps give trap parts. Well, that's helpful, because I think you use the trap parts to make crossbow bolts. Which, as I understand it, is the only ammo you can craft in this game. Muffles the incoming audio when you sneak. That's just that bit burning. Okay, well, seems to be it. That was worth it. I saw the gate and a couple of bodies. I thought, they're gonna get up. Okay, so you occasionally get gel from enemies. It's just not guaranteed. Oh yeah, this. Well, I need to pee. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. So, anyway, after all of that, I'm up to somewhere I didn't see in the tutorial because I didn't get past that gate in the tutorial. I think. Pretty sure I didn't. Again, there's this thought. Is it worthwhile exploring? Okay, can't go that way. Can't see shit.
get out of here.
Yep. That's why I started running, Sebastian. Oh.
God damn it!
Action, Sebastian. Don't waste ammo. But he didn't, I suppose. It was a headshot. Cool. Now, best guess, this sort of thing is coming from the mind of Ruvik. You know, angry villagers and stuff like that, you know. Because it's pieces of the different people, from what I understand. Oh. Anything on this boat? Oh, they're up there. Yeah. Oh.
Shit.
Huh. Okay. Giving me free syringes, I may as well go back to full health. That's a broken mirror. Next room, okay.
She's gone.
Oh, it's the story of Sebastian, okay. Myra. And a map fragment, okay.
My head.
You should find this useful. This way, please.
Where are you taking me? You don't talk much.
She talks a lot more in the sequel, Sebastian.
Detective Castellanos, do you have a key like this? That key will allow you to open this door. The contents are yours. Please, come back whenever you need to.
Huh. So what do the map fragments do? Maybe some good will come from restoring it. What good? I mean, I don't know if I want to bother. I probably won't play this as much as I played the second one. Anyway. $4,000 gel. Okay. Sprint time. Yeah, that would be good. You need so much gel to do all these upgrades. There's bound to be a new game plus mode as well. An extra second of sprint time. Right, well, I need sprint time. Why not have the capacity for extra matches? Although extra handgun ammo. That's why, as I say, you get something like the way the sequel works. You're rewarded for going out and hunting down enemies, and also incentivized for doing so. Whereas, in a lot of ways, you're not so much, unless you can get sneak kills, not so much in this game. That'd be that one, wouldn't it? I don't like that. That's not fun. That's like, ooh. Don't die. Don't die. It'd be a shame if you died. Almost fucked that one.
Oh God, no.
Do I not want to be up in here yet?
Who's there?
No, don't shoot. I'm not one of them. I'm a doctor. Marcelo Jimenez.
You were in the ambulance before it crashed, right?
Yes, we're lucky to be alive.
Have you seen anyone else?
My patient Leslie. I saw him running up ahead, but
But
come this way. Quietly, mind you. Have a look for yourself. Those things chased me all the way into the village.
me too. They're all over the place.
Leslie went through that gate. Good Lord.
There are too many to shoot our way through.
One of us could try to lure them away while the other gets the gate open. You're the one with the gun.
If you say so.
Damn them both thing. There is a crank on the terrace. You'll need to operate it if I'm to press forward.
Can I stop examining? Do I need to get jump scared or something first? No, also just a hiding spot. So yeah, this is just on the other side of this. So is he...
There is a crank on the terrace. You'll need to operate it if I'm to pass through. We must find my patient, Leslie. There's no time for fooling around.
What? So no time for fooling around. Okay, so you weren't going to progress past this point until you went up either side of the thing. I had just thought I had read that there was something about that you could get the agony crossbow here. At least that's what I thought I read somewhere. But there were matches back here, so I'm going to go and get those first. Alright, so terrace thing. Yep.
Over here! Here! Hey! Over here! That's right, this way!
That old guy's gonna get himself killed.
Yep. Oh well. Ow. Oh, he's got a face mask. And a gun. Okay. I exploded that fucker's head. I'm pretty sure he's not getting up after that. Okay. No, I would prefer the torch, thank you. I see. I had a feeling. I don't really know how much sneak attacking I can get done. Oh. Is there a good reason to come up here? Flash bolt? Well, what about the crossbow? Bolt, no crossbow. I mean, that was nice, but where's the actual crossbow? Giving me ammo for a weapon I don't have. Okay. You say so? Is there a reason for this?
Shit. Better find cover.
Sounds ominous. Yeah. Make a bolt. Alright. Okay. Oh. Wait, what? Did I never go out that way? I guess I didn't. Wouldn't have amounted to much until I'd been able to knock down that ladder, I suppose, but... Just worried about doing anything that might release this monster. Oops, I didn't mean to set that on fire. Well, at least it stopped doing anything. Yeah. Not entirely certain what releases that thing, but I'd like to avoid doing it. Unless I have to, which I probably do. Alright, that didn't amount to much. I could go and pick up those matches if I expand my match inventory, I suppose, but... Now, what's over there? The thing I'm wondering is, can I get into this building? Without being sniped? No, I cannot. So, then. What I need to do is in here. Though I'm not entirely certain of what it is I need to do. Like, whatever it is, it's going to result in this guy getting out. And I possibly having to deal with him then. Ah! Why did that show up as a prompt? Okay. Wrong button. Fucking wrong button! I missed my torch. So. All of that was giving me a way to sneak up on the sniper. He was around there. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's just me or if it is the intent of this game, but so far it feels a bit tedious. Maybe I'm just taking it too slow, I don't know. It sounded like there was a turret or something shooting at it. Don't know if I want to use that just yet. Don't know what it does. Well, I'm glad that it had multiple uses. Okay. Okay. Shotgun. Okay. Right, we'll make that 1. Make the shotgun 3. When I get the crossbow, I'll make it 2. Is that there before? Did I just not see it? That felt wasteful. Oh, yeah, well, if I could get given the damn crossbow already. Ah, there we go. Alright, I guess I have to go into the other building. I might have to let that other monster out in the barn, though.
Great. There's gotta be something that'll get through this. Maybe a chainsaw or something.
Right. It's upstairs. The fuck are you doing out here, you sack of shit? So that's the flash one, that's the harpoon, that's the exploding. that how it works? Explosive bolt. Full. I just figure if I'm full up, I may as well. The fuck? Come on, monster. Come and investigate. Come on. There's a thing right next to it that should be burning as well. No, alright. Well, I'm full of harpoon again, apparently, as well.
How did you get it open so quickly?
You're welcome to give it a try.
Please, time is of the essence. It is imperative we find Leslie before anything should happen to him.
Experiment number 4. Subject numbers 4 through 13. Brainwave activity diminished, but synchronization achieved. Subjects should begin experiencing a shared consciousness. Previous trials indicated rapid deterioration of consciousness. Their minds became an exquisite mass, an amalgam of mental carrion. I'll have to connect myself if I want to experience their terror before it diminishes.
That Ruvik. I thought the stuff you'd be examining would be all that stuff in front of you there. Well, okay, so all that's left to do is to get the gate open. Fine. Hey, is that always there? So, do I need to kill this guy to get the chainsaw, or can I just get him to cut the chain for me? No matter what, I want to save it first. I know there was checkpoints and stuff, but... yeah, I don't know the value of
The
exploring.
worrying type, I see.
Huh. Is that because I've not come back in here at a time that you've predetermined I should? Because I've come in here of my own volition. $5,000 gel, fuck. I didn't find any more map fragments, did I? Am I not moaning and sighing just at random like that? Alright, I could do with more health, I could do with more sprint time. I could do with more healing. I could definitely do with a more accurate pistol. You can't increase the accuracy of a shotgun. I don't know if the range is as much of a necessity on that. Only able to hold 2 bolts really sucks. Probably doing a lot of this in the wrong sort of order, but see how far it is to the end of this chapter. and see how, much further than that I want to go. Do I just sort of get him to do it?
How am I supposed to open this?
Obviously not that way. So do I need to kill this guy, or do I get him to attack the chain for me? Is a question. If I am supposed to kill him, how am I supposed to kill him? Just the straightforward way? Or some sort of special boss type way? I can't go that way. Oh dear. Alright, so what have I got loaded? Explosive. Let's see if that's sufficient. Ow, that hurts me too. Why? Oh, right, yeah, I can't sprint when I'm that low on health. Oh, open the inventory just slows time? That sucks. Make quick decisions in a game with really clunky controls. Yeah, that's, I mean, this is what I mean about this nonsense of thinking that, oh, the games are scary because of how, like, oh, the old Resident Evils, for example, they're scary because it's hard to control. No. Well, it's scary because you'll lose your progress and have to do it again. No. Seriously, any game can do that. Any game can have shitty controls. That doesn't make it scary, it makes it frustrating. Any game can say, oh, you're going to lose progress if you fail. In fact, most games used to do that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah. That killed him. I got an achievement, weapon of choice. Okay. Oh, hello. You're just absorbing his essence or something, are you?
I better hold on to this.
Yeah, 5,000, a boss fight, okay. Five bullets? I can't leave 5 bullets. I have to go and upgrade my ammo capacity. take it the chainsaw is a scripted item. But yeah. I don't...
A worrying type, I see.
I don't subscribe to the notion that the playable mechanics are something that can make a game scary. I mean, I get you can be worried because of that sort of stuff, but that's not really what the problem is. It's stock, isn't it? That's the thing I need to upgrade. So, extra 5 rounds. Yes. Why the hell not? Four bolts at a time? They're not that amazing. I suppose the harpoon bolt is the one that gets sort of the biggest specific damage increase, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, yeah, it's like if you're going to say that horror games are scary because of mechanics, well, any game can do those things. They should be scary because of what's in them. And not because of, oh, this thing surprised me, like a jack-in-the-box. That's also something that's mechanically just surprising and startling, not really scary. Not frightening, just, oh, that happened, I didn't see that coming. I think if anything, that's sort of demonstrated by something like Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's nothing but jump scares, and it's not scares of scary things, it's these teddy bears and walking chickens and stuff, you know, it's just, ah. Well, do I go and get what's-his-face? He was up here. Is he? No? Just carry on with my business, I guess. Thank you. That's basically what I like about some of these games, is like, you know, how they build up atmosphere and their environment. You know, sort of pervading sense of dread. It doesn't have to be something that's about Jack-in-the-Box or clunky controls. I prefer if it didn't have clunky controls.
Officer, you must take me with you.
Detective Castellanos.
Leslie should be just ahead. It is imperative that we find him.
Because there are ways you could just make it so that your character that you play as doesn't have a lot of tools to deal with the situation at hand. It doesn't have to have clunky controls. But if you give them the tools, but make them handicapped and unable to use them effectively, that is just lame. It's... Alright, I might see about the next chapter. Fatter enemies have more health, okay.
Oh, the hospice. Yes. Leslie was being treated here years ago. He'd come here thinking it was familiar and safe.
Why is this game from like 5 years ago melting my video card?
He'll take us in.
That didn't answer my question.
I honestly don't know. For all I know, I'm losing my mind and you're just a delusion. But I'd like to think I still have a shred of dignity and an obligation to protect my patient. As an officer of the law, you should too.
I hope his brother's not a jerk, too.
Give me stuff. Unless we have to explore afterwards. Maybe we do. Hello. Oh. Myra's almost killed. Hmm. Excuse me while I indulge my narcissism. She was just there covered in blood. Nurse? Are you okay? Who was grabbing your ass? Huh.
No. No. Not that way. No. 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 Not that way.
So many new admissions, and not a single discharge.
That's a weird glitch. Why doesn't she have legs? I know they're supposed to be hidden by the skirt, but why doesn't she have legs? Seems a bit lazy.
Fine.
You don't look well at all. Do take care of yourself.
You alright? Just glitched into her stool? Right. Elk River Hospice. Ah, Elk River and serial killer and everything. Ah, yes. Are there people to talk to down this way? It's my room. Any free gel or anything? No. Damn. No? Alright, fine. Fine. It's fine. 2600. Now, there was something I was going to upgrade. It was my other crossbow bolt, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, damage of the explosive. Why not? I don't think I have any... Wait a minute. Don't have any keys, but there's still some stuff floating around in any of these. I need a key for that.
There's no time for fooling around.
Yes, we need to deal with your brother, the Mad Doctor. After you. Which way? What the? What was that? Peel away. No, what? What? Who the fuck is saying weird shit?
What could have happened here?
The good doctor is here.
Yeah.
Peel away. Now, Terry. Expose everything.
Oh, that's okay. I could do with some healing. Because I'm bad and I keep getting hit.
Hush, hush. Don't you... Hush, hush. Don't you fret.
Doc, no, don't.
Valerio, it's me.
The good doctor is here.
This is my brother, Valerio. Leslie's original doctor.
Peel away. Let's expose everything.
Hey, what are you doing?
Ow. Itchy. Itchy tasty. Home is where the hospice is, huh?
Done that to Valerio. Impossible. Couldn't be Ruvik.
What? Who are you talking about? Ah. I think it was like there. No, I just needed to line it up. But I needed to cut into the exact spot. That is... What? Oh, it wasn't like a proper key, it was a locker key. Oh, I thought it was like a story-based thing. It's just a locker key. Right. Anything?
We must find my patient, Leslie.
Gel. More gel, thank you.
Leslie?
That came from outside.
Yes.
But I'm not quite done searching. That's just a hiding place. So is that right? Oh, a vault. Oh, didn't see that. I think that's the house. Searched. Geez, that really changed the way things look. Why is the... What happened to the color palette?
Don't go so fast.
Don't go so slow.
I saw something move. That was probably worth checking out.
Pick up what? It's bottom. Map fragment, cool. Bullets, cool. Chest. I'm full of grenades. Nah. What? Sebastian, that is not what I told you to do. Yeah. Okay. Guessing that was a memory.
We must find my patient, Leslie.
Yeah. I will do so. Just have a whole bunch of other important stuff to do first. Villager's note.
What's wrong with this kid?
I think that's the only, aside from up the road, that's like the only place left to go. Is that... Is that progress? That looks like progress. So... Alright, let's get in here then. So many bullets.
We must be going.
Yes. Fine. Do you want to go ahead and see if there are any traps?
He's gone down there.
Alright, lights changed quite a bit. The fuck? So many bullets that I can't use now because I'm probably not going back. Maybe. I don't know.
Help me.
Leslie!
Help me.
Oh, thank heavens. Dr. Jimenez is here. Settle down.
Wait, Doc. I think something's coming.
Something here.
Settle down.
Something scary.
Be still.
Ah, oh, okay. They're invisible.
No.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, there is. It's an invisible monster.
Scary. Scary.
No, stay right here.
Something here.
Settle down.
This place is a death trap. Is there anywhere safe at all?
I think that's unlikely.
Can't get out. Can't get out.
We must be going this way.
Yeah, well, I've lost control of my body.
Can't get away.
Bullets. Thank you. Wasted quite a few of them there.
The stairs are gone.
We must be collectively losing our minds.
Losing our minds. Losing our minds. Losing our minds. Losing our minds. Losing our minds.
Oh God, no. Rovik, it is you. Leslie!
Who the hell are you?
No! Don't follow!
What the? Doctor? Leslie?
Was I supposed to follow or not?
Fuck.
I could have taken the side way, I suppose. Oh, okay. No? Make up your fucking mind! So is that like an actual choice? Could I have taken that other turn, not followed him, or done something else? Or is this... So did I bring this on myself? Could I have avoided this, or was this supposed to happen? Oh, right, that's what's dripping. I'd rather assume pulling on this is going to set me on fire or something. Which is this? Oh, it is this side. Okay. Okay. Seems like it's building up to some sort of boss fight in here. Is here for a reason? This is not terribly familiar, even though I've not actually played the game. I've only seen plays of it. But okay, can't disable that from down here. Is this something I could have avoided by not following Rubik? Yeah, I know. Ow. It moved faster than I thought, and it was narrower than I thought, so fuck. Oh. So the med gets a guaranteed full heal, but it does that to you. That's the one I just pulled to get the blood to go down. Okay, so what do I have to fight in here? Oh, just lots of enemies. Oh. Wait a minute. I am bad at that. When it's that fast and it's the narrow and needle point. Really bad at that. I'm spending a lot of time at... I should have used grenades. Well... So why was I able to get a body here? Why was that one of the things I could have done? That bit does kind of feel like if I'd listened to Jimenez that maybe I wouldn't have had to do that. Okay.
Shit, I better run.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Oh. Should have done that first, eh?
What is it with you?
Alright. That, felt largely unnecessary. If, when I get out of here, I go back to right next to Jimenez and Leslie, then, yeah, I didn't need to do that. It's my fault. Shit.
Damn it. That was close.
Okay, no, this is feeling like this was supposed to happen. If I have to fight this bitch now, then it was supposed to happen. And it was not my fault. Hey. Oh. What's your problem, mate? Asshole. Great shot. Oh, do I have to shoot him then? Is that a yes or a no? Again, make up your damn mind. What do you want from me? Do you want me to run or do you want me to fight? Chapter 4 clear, you say? Okay. We'll start the next chapter and then save after it's begun, I think.
Seems someone wants me hospitalized.
Good news is Mara said yes. See, that's one of the reasons why I wonder, having played the second one as well, if What the hell was that? If, you know...
Necessary for me, my ass.
This whole sort of situation is something of a setup from the start. Where, you know, if whether or not Crimson City is actually real.
It's been a while since your last visit.
You talking to me? Okay. It's a lot of map fragments, isn't it? I wonder how out of the way you have to go to find them all. I miss coffee. Can I open this yet? Finally! More health, more... Oh, can't do afford more melee damage, healing. Only got 5,000. Oh, right. That's why it's 240 plus fire damage. It's the burn. So they kept that for the sequel. So they took away the stunt or the flashbulb for the sequel and replaced it, I guess, with the either the shock one or the freeze one, or maybe both. So do I either buff up some of my weapons, or do I increase my stock? A bit late on upgrading the grenade capacity, isn't it, since I just missed my opportunity to make more of it. Alright, well, I think I will call it there for tonight. Yeah, I think I'll pick up again next week with some more of this. That's why I just saved. Can intimidate opponents. Odd way to put it. So does the menu change where you, depending on where you are in the story? Does the title menu change? Might do. Some games do that. Anyway, Anybody watch this? Thanks for doing so. I hope it was somewhat entertaining, despite how sort of slow and tedious a bunch of it was. Yeah, it's a bit more sort of obtuse with some stuff, and I guess it's probably quite a long game, and it doesn't feed you as much stuff as the sequel did, obviously, and just have the stuff come to you and all of the text stuff that you find, but I've got the general gist of it as I've watched people play. And I think probably tonally and narratively and what have you, this is more consistent, even though it's less consistent because, of course, it's all the different mines and you've got fragments of different mines, the different environments and stuff. I do think that the sequel, despite its jank, plays better. Not to say that this game isn't janky, but this game is also clunky. And yeah. Clunky in that it's got a bunch of unnecessary mechanics as well as handling like a weird retro game kind of. Like the burning of the bodies is an unnecessary mechanic. I don't really know why it's there. It's just sort of this extra thing you pick up and occasionally you can make use of it. For something that you barely ever make practical use of throughout the game. I mean, I haven't made practical use of it much so far, and not a lot of the things that I've burned have needed to be burned, and some of the things that have been quite obviously something that will get up, you burn them first, and yeah, you prevent them from getting up. But it's in terms of a game that's not a sort of exploration open world thing like the sequel is, this giving you a way to make sure that enemies don't come back is unnecessary. You know, a game where it would have been more useful, Resident Evil 2. You have ways in that, but burning the bodies just as a way of like drop a match on them, and if when you knock them down, that's a way to make sure they don't get back up, and that's a secondary method, as well as just knifing the shit out of them or exploding their heads. That would have been useful. This, it seems unnecessary. I don't think you're going to be making as much use of it as, in such a way that would warrant it being a mechanic in the game. And the same with the stealth. It just sort of seems a bit tacked on. Especially given that there's no sort of skills or movement speed or anything that you can upgrade. There's no... which the sequel covered in a better way. You don't have the upgrades for skills and you can upgrade your sneaking movement speed. It separates out the upgrades of Sebastian and the upgrades of his weapons. And that, the way that they did that sort of warranted, or not so much necessitated, but warranted making a separate resource for the two different types of crafting that you would do. I mean, there's crafting stuff to make ammo, and it lets you make any kind of ammo rather than just letting you make it. This is the thing. This game has upgrades that use the same resource that you don't get in any... well, I can't say that you don't get it in a regular sense, but you have to wander around to find it. You might get it as a reward for killing an enemy, but you can't be guaranteed that. You do get it for killing bosses. Fair enough. But that's the only resource you have to get upgrades, and it's all kinds of upgrades to weapons and ammunition and carry capacity and stuff like that, but no skills. But then there is this burning bodies mechanic, and there's crafting ammunition for the crossbow from traps, so there's disarming traps and getting the parts from the disarmed traps to make ammo for the crossbow, and that's the only ammo that you can craft, despite all of the different guns and all the different ammo types, and all of the combat that it puts you into that you can avoid with stealth, but stealth is not the focus. It's just, yeah, it's a bit... I wouldn't be surprised if it spent a while in development and didn't have a coherent sort of plan from the outset that they stuck to. If ideas had changed over time, I wouldn't be surprised. at the moment though, it feels like narratively it's a bit more cohesive, at least in terms of world building, because the sequel has a lot of things in it that relate to this game that just seem incongruent with it. Like they are making a sequel, but it's being written by different people, and so there's inconsistencies between the first game and the second game in terms of timelines and past history and stuff like that, which is one of the, could work if you made that a theme of the game. Like if they make a third one, you can make it a theme of the game. So wait a minute, did anything that happened in the first two games actually happen? Was it any of it real? Is Crimson City real? Are any of the people that Sebastian interacts with real? Is this just all some sort of paranoid delusion he's got? Is he dealing with some sort of trauma and this mad world he's invented is his way of dealing with it? Anyway, that's beside the point. That is me done for this. I will finish this. I don't think, based on my current playtime, it may change, but I don't think I'm likely to play it again. I will probably play the DLC because I bought the full version with the DLC and stuff, so I might get a lot of playtime and a bunch of streams out of it, but I don't think I'm likely to end up playing it again multiple times like I did with the sequel, just because it's not as fun to play. Like I said, jankiness in the sequel aside, it's fun to play. This is less fun to play because it is clunky and it's janky. Just there are problems, there are issues that make it less fun to play. Anyway, it's enough out of me. Bye for now. See you next time, whenever, for whatever.